What's up, y'all? It's Monday. I hope everybody had a fantastic weekend, and I hope you have a great start to your Monday. So let's go ahead and get down, and I want to start off by talking about Daveigh Chase, who passed away just a few days ago on June 16th, and a very sad situation because she was a very talented actress. She starred in The Ring. She was also the voice for Disney's Lilo and Stitch, and unfortunately she passed away due to complications from bacterial meningitis, and she also had a blood infection and it turned septic. And there are also rumors that she was strung out on drugs as well. And right before she passed away, there are reports that her family was desperately looking for her. They were looking to save her, get her back into their grasp, and make a turnaround somehow, some way, put her into an addiction program and get her life back on track. But sadly, that didn't happen. She passed away before they could get their hands on her. Now, Daveigh's mother, Kathy, stated that she had become addicted to painkillers in 2016 following a motorcycle accident. And then what's so really sad about this situation is that she spent her final months living unhoused on Skid Row in Los Angeles. Better yet, she was homeless, right? And she was just experiencing severe malnourishment before being in the hospital before she passed away. So it was just a lot of factors eating at her. She was a talented actress. One of my favorite horror movies was The Ring. And it's just so sad to see her go out like that. Now, because of Daveigh's untimely passing, there's one major thing that's resurfacing, and that was the interaction that she had with Diddy and Ashton Kutcher back in 2003 at the MTV Movie Awards, where she won the award for the best villain for her iconic performance as the ghostly child Samara Morgan in the horror film The Ring, right? Like I said, one of my favorite horror movies. And so there was this very uncomfortable backstage interaction from that same night involving, of course, Diddy. And Diddy was like, you coming to the after party, and he had a drink in his hand. And it was just very weird and very sinister, in my opinion. And in a lot of people's opinion, it was just unhealthy, uncalled for, and just out of place. So what I'm going to do right now is insert a couple of clips of people talking about this, and then I'll be back.
Hey! Oh my gosh, this so rocks! I just want to say,
You're doing so good. You're doing so good.
I just want to say, everyone will suffer. Hey, MTV Rock! Everyone,
Yeah.
So this clip happened in 2003, and she was 12 years old. And she had just won the MTV Movie Award for Best Villain for her role as Samara in The Ring. Now, during the backstage, that's when you hear Diddy ask her if she's going to go to the after party, and he was just excited. And the way he was excited was crazy. Okay, now for years a lot of people thought, yeah, it's a little creepy, but they didn't really see too much into it. But now people are taking this clip a lot different, especially because everything that's come out about Diddy over the last few years, including allegations involving women, young women, and minors, as well as claims tied to his infamous after parties, that has made a lot of people very uncomfortable with this clip. Now, it is also getting a lot of attention because one of the lawsuits filed against Diddy involved allegations from a woman that claims that she was essayed by him when she was 13 years old at an MTV after party. Now, Diddy has denied those allegations, but because you see Daveigh at the same age talking about an after party, MTV, Diddy, all that stuff, that's why a lot of people are speculating about that something happened. But what makes it a lot worse right now, that she has passed away, and we're learning that she struggled for years after she left Hollywood. Her former manager says that family members were actively searching for her and even hired a private investigator in an effort to locate her and get her the help that she needed. She had some substance abuse issues. And what's heartbreaking is that her manager is saying that she had money through her SAG trust to be able to take care of her, and they were looking for her. They had contact with her before she passed away, but by the time somebody got there to help her, she was gone, and then she popped up in a hospital, and it was too late to try and save her life. So a lot of people are trying to put two and two together. I don't know anything yet, but let me know, what do you think in the comments? Do you think Diddy had something to do with this? Now, this is just our opinion. We're not saying something happened, but 1 and 1 equals 2, right? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like my video, share it, follow me for more true crime stories.
The tragic and untimely death of Daveigh Chase earlier this week has put some disturbing behavior by other celebrities back in the spotlight. This video clip from the 2003 MTV Video Awards shows Diddy and Ashton Kutcher inviting a 12-year-old Daveigh Chase to one of Diddy's infamous parties. While this video has been in the spotlight for some time based on this disturbing behavior, it has exploded since Daveigh's death. While everyone is focused on both men's behavior in this video, it also reminds me of all the controversies Kutcher has found himself in over the years. First up is his friendship with Diddy. The pair's friendship even led Ashton to co-host one of Diddy's infamous white parties on July 4th, 2009. The two have publicly discussed their friendship numerous times over the years. They noted that they became friends through Kutcher's work on Punk'd and Diddy's work on Making the Band. Speaking of Punk'd, anyone who's been paying attention over the last few months will recall this disturbing clip about Hilary Duff that resurfaced online. In an episode of Punk'd, Ashton Kutcher mentions that Duff is one of the girls that everyone is waiting to turn 18. At the time of recording, she was 15. This was the same year that Kutcher, who was 25 years old at the time, starred with Duff in Cheaper by the Dozen. Then, of course, there's his long-term friendship with convicted Danny Masterson. The two starred together on that 70s show and maintained a very close friendship over the years. In 2023, Kutcher faced scrutiny for writing a character letter in support of Masterson. And of course, Masterson was convicted and is currently serving 30 years to life. Then there's the controversy surrounding Ashton's involvement in Thorn. Now, this is a nonprofit he co-founded in 2012, whose mission is to defend children from sexual abuse. After Kutcher and his wife wrote a letter in support of Masterson, he was forced to resign from Thorn based on the public's rightful outcry. And based on the company he's kept over the years and the disturbing comments he's made himself, it's quite questionable why he even involved himself in this cause at all. And finally, there's Ashton's connection to the 2001 murder of a woman named Ashley Ellerin, who he was dating at the time. Now, it was later determined that Ashley was murdered by a serial killer. However, Ashton turned up to pick her up for a date on the evening that she was murdered, and when he looked through the window, he reportedly saw red wine on the floor. Over the years, some have questioned Ashton's account, wondering if perhaps he saw more than he said and just didn't want to say anything because he was a young star on the rise at the time, and maybe he didn't want to affect his career by being connected to this crime. Whether or not that's true, well, we don't know for sure. However, it is another controversy that he's found himself in. What really concerns people in this case is the fact that this serial killer went on to hurt and other people. Perhaps he could have been stopped sooner. We won't know. But the main thing that's being brought to light in the unfortunate death of Daveigh Chase is just how many child actors have faced disturbing behavior from people in the industry. And Kutcher's connection to several of these offenders, including Diddy and Masterson, raises a lot of questions. Perhaps it's all just a coincidence. Perhaps we'll learn more in the future. However, it's important to continue to shine a light on this behavior and call it out so it can be stopped, and future generations of young actresses, musicians, and other celebrities are better protected.
All right, so you guys just saw all of that. Now, of course, this old clip is making its rounds on social media and people are talking about it again, wondering if anything happened to Daveigh Chase that she did or did not disclose to anyone. We know that Ashton Kutcher and Diddy are two of the most deviant men in Hollywood, very evil. And we know that Ashton Kutcher is a Mason along with Diddy and all of those elites that sit at the top of the rim. Now, one thing that was brought to my attention over the weekend, that allegedly Ashton Kutcher was interviewed about the passing of Kim Porter. And this is coming from my plug that has never ever led me in the wrong direction. Now, what's significant about this is the timing. Now, allegedly, Ashton wasn't interviewed or asked any questions about the passing of Kim Porter, like after it happened or whatever the case may be. They're saying that Ashton was questioned about this back in 2021, so 2 to 3 years removed from the death of Kim Porter, which I find very particularly odd. And lastly, it's been said that given the fact that Ashton was questioned by a private investigator, that it really shook up his marriage to Mila Kunis, because she really had some questions about what was going on and why was he being questioned about the passing of Kim Porter. Now, even though it's been said that Mila was put in a weird headspace after Ashton was questioned about the passing of Kim Porter, she just let it go. But when she saw the video of Cassie getting paws put on her at that hotel, she challenged Ashton to stop conversating with Diddy. Because listen, Ashton and Diddy have not been seen partying for some years, but they still had conversations here and there. But Mila challenged Ashton to sever ties with Diddy or else. That is what has been told to me. This is all alleged information. But anyway, I'm gonna let this go right here. I want you guys to drop down in the comments and leave your thoughts. Don't forget to like this video. Also share this video. And if you're new here, consider subscribing to the channel. I'll check you guys out later. Have a great day.